Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 5 minutes. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that this is a situation where I'm recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, this is not something where it's already all been recorded and now I'm sitting back and explaining what's already happened. So this is not a trade recap. This is not some sort of post commentary. I'm literally recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, if you just want an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. So I'm watching ISIG right now. Let me bring down the pre-market chart and watching at 31. So maybe a pre-market trade here, but I'm very curious about potential breakout of 31, but I want to see 31 first before I take any action on it. So maybe a pre-market trade, but again, market opens up here in 4 minutes now. And if it doesn't come up in time for then maybe it'll just be a normal trade. But I will pause the video for now. If it looks like a trade may be coming into play, then I will get the video rolling. And for those of you wondering how does the chat room work, you can see right here, I've alerted this to the chat room too as a 31 upside break point on the 2-minute chart. But that is always a common question I get. Hey, Clay, I know you offer a private community in a chat room. How does that work? Well, here's an example of that where members have the same exact thing. Now, does that mean that people are just going to blindly buy at 31? No. Maybe some people disagree with that $31 mark. Maybe some people think it's a little lower. Some people think it's a little higher. But the point is, I've thrown it out there, and now I'm letting members think for themselves. And that's what it's about. It's not a bunch of blind, lazy sheep. It's people that want to think for themselves, but also understand the value of having other eyeballs searching and scanning the markets at the same time. So 31 is the level. Market opens up here in now about 3 minutes, so I'll go ahead and pause again. All right, the market is officially open. Watching 31. Oh, wow, that happened so fast. Missed it. Let's see if I can get on a pullback here. But that was the move I was looking for. Holy smokes, that happened fast. All the way up to 32. And now back down it went. So, wow, look at that move. That would have been a winning trade, but would have been a very big winning trade. No, it wouldn't have been. Seeing this move now, got a dollar move in my favor. So yes, I can say that it would have been a winning trade for me, but I'd be a liar if I would have said that would have been like some sort of massive winner. Because yeah, what a nasty move. Watching Tesla here right now, see how it wants to operate. $10.64, potentially interesting level, but I'm going to let this one play out a little bit more. Wow. ISIG was crazy. Let's see. Yeah, what is that? 1064 in Tesla. I do like that now. Tesla 1064 flush point 1 minute. All right, well, let's see if Tesla wants to come into play. But all right, I will well, I'm glad we cut. Let's see what's going on with it right now real quick. Yeah, wow. Fast moving then, just like that, complete turnaround. Okay, I will go ahead and pause for now. Okay, watching Tesla here at 1065. Oh, just keeps, well, never mind. That one's looking like not going to give me a trigger now as it keeps bouncing upwards. All right, never mind. I will go ahead and pause. Okay, watching 1068 here. I don't know. I'm hesitating now. That VWAP's got me worried. And that, like, just like that, bounced back up. Granted, never hit the 1068 mark. But yeah, let's see here. If we can get some sideways candles, I'm going to feel better about this. But If it were to break on this candle or even the next candle, I'm not quite there yet in trusting it. But we have some potential there starting to take shape. Oh. Okay, I'll go ahead and pause. I do like 1065 here on Tesla now. In there at 1066, going to jump it a little bit here. See if I can jump the gun, get a little bit of a, because I don't want to risk missing it. So it broke the point that I thought it would. Now it's just a question of, can it get continuation through that point? Was that break enough to bring it down some more? $10.64 will be my first profit target area. There we go. I got those. Still could be a losing trade, so I'm not out of the woods. But now it's not going to be a max loss losing trade or anything like that because I have been able to take off some gains. Looking for 1063 as my next profit lock point. I don't like how it's getting hung up on 1063.20. Okay, took some more off just because, like I said, is this some sort of bottom at 1063.20? There we go. All right, it is not. So still have 20 shares left. Let's see if we can get still have 10 shares left. This is fantastic. Now the only thing I'm saying is, Clay, why didn't I add more? That's the only thought in my voice right now. I'm going to take it. That was a crazy move. So $189 on that trade. Not too bad. Not too bad at all for only taking 50 shares in that trade. Hey, Clay, why don't you do more than 50 shares? You're absolutely right. Because it was, I wouldn't consider that an A+ setup. It was a good setup, right? And it clearly worked out. But because it wasn't an A+ setup, I'm not going to go max size on it. Because now I'll put it this way: had I been wrong, and then I had some big loss, you'd be saying, "Oh, geez, Clay, why did you do so much size on something that wasn't an A+ setup?" Which would be completely right. But yeah, sometimes that's just how it goes. You'll be absolutely right, and then you'll question yourself, "Why didn't I do more size?" Well, because your voices in your head are neglecting the fact that, well, yeah, but what happens had you been wrong? But overall, I like it. Good start. And I'll go ahead and pause, and I'll keep looking around, see if I can find any other trades. All right, I'm watching MU94 thanks to this member's alert. So a good example here of, like I was saying earlier, just working with other people. And I didn't notice MU at all, but this member did, made the alert. I brought it up, and now I'm not taking it just because he said 94. I mean, of course, I got to think for myself, but I fully agree with right around that 94 area. So watching 94 here as a potential trade. But we'll see if anything comes into play or not. But if it does, then like I said, I'm certainly interested. Okay, maybe 94 is coming into play here. And at 94, let's see if we can get some movement now to the downside. Now, I think that it can break through that trend line. That's what this entire premise is based on here. But as of now, bounced right off that trend line that I drew. But like I said, I think that it can come back down through it. But there are no guarantees. Maybe that trend line is going to be the cause of a losing trade, but if I can get the move down through there, and look at that, the power of charts, unfortunately, against me right now. But like I said, I still think that it's going to want to make a move down through that level. The true golden goose breakdown point is going to be about 93.80. So even if it does break 94, there's still going to be work to be done. But if 93.80 can be broken, then I'm thinking this thing could get moving very, very nicely here. So again, 94 broken, but I'm looking at more so 93.80 to see if it can actually truly get the quality breakdown here. So still getting stuck up in this general area. Let's see if we can get the push down through 93.80. So it's getting somewhat close. I did take some off because I don't like how it's bouncing around this much here. Still just 100 shares, so I still have the main position size. But as you can see here, 93.80 being very stubborn. Can we get the break? There we go. Now let's see some continuation here. Come on, come on. There we go, there we go. Great alert by that member. Now the next big break's going to be 93.50. And I am slowly pulling them off the table because I'm not quite sure if we can get that break or not. Still have 150 shares in the event we do get that break. Pulled off some more just because the more it hesitates down here. I'm just going to call it good. There we go. All right, I had to pause it abruptly there. My wife came in. She's, long story short, she's hitting the road. I'm up north at one of my investment properties, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. The kids have been up here, but now they're headed back a day early. So she was coming in to say goodbye, and it happened to be right at that time. But overall, good trade. And check this out. Bounce up, and now that trend line is acting as resistance. But like I said, I didn't like the way it was behaving. And in my favor, I'm glad I was a little bit more aggressive down where I started to lock in some profits because it did bounce back upwards. But you saw that was by no means my discovery. That was just surrounding myself with quality traders, educated traders. That person has gone through my classes, so I know that they know what they're talking about. That's why I even looked and thought, okay, hey, if that member thought 94 would be an interesting level, then I pulled it up. And sure enough, it was an interesting level. And sure enough, you just saw it play out right here. So very nice move. Yes, in hindsight, maybe should have done a little bit more shares than what I did. But again, that's all hindsight for you. I mean, had it bounced off that trend line, then, that would have been a situation where I'm saying, well, why did I do so many shares? So, always be asking yourself as a trader, what if I'm wrong? How much is it going to cost me? And that's going to help, you figure out what sort of position size you should be using. But overall, yeah, I'm not bad at all, especially for a super small size this morning, up $300 so far. And maybe a couple more setups might take place, so I'm not going to quite call it quits yet, but I am definitely going to be a little bit more high maintenance here moving forward. But overall, shout out. Again, let me give the shout out here. Close to PGA. He's actually been on the podcast a couple of times. If you're not familiar, I do offer a podcast, the Stock Trading Reality Podcast. So he's been a guest down there, been around for several years now. And yeah, well done. Great alert. And I owe you a drink next time we hang out. Okay, I will go ahead and pause. And I'm going to call it good. It's 10 o'clock exactly, 30 minutes in, $300 up. So, I mean, I don't know about you. I can only speak for myself. But if I'm making $100 every 10 minutes, I can live with that. I am more than happy with that, especially, again, on a morning that had some decent setups, but nothing that I trusted totally for me to go, massive share size. So on a morning with that sort of context, if I'm still at $100 every 10 minutes, I'm not a greedy savage. I am more than happy with that. And I do this, and I do the be done in 30 approach, meaning on average, I want to be done after 30 minutes. Now, of course, sometimes it's more than that. Other times, it's much less than this. This time, it was exactly 30 minutes. So, like I said, $100 every 10 minutes. It kind of blows my mind if you stop and think about it. Like, isn't that crazy? Where in the world could you make $100 every 10 minutes? And minimum wage is what, $15 an hour? And here are day traders making $100 every 10 minutes. Now, I don't say any of that to brag. I say it to build perspective. I understand. I'm just like you. I can look around social media and see people showing massive gains. And then it gets myself to question, I don't know, am I like a bad trader? Am I doing something wrong? But wait a minute. I just made $100 per 10 minutes, right? So, I mean, what do you make? Let's say you made, let's say you made $25. Let's say you're at $75 after 30 minutes. I mean, that's $25 every 10 minutes. Go up to somebody working minimum wage and say, I'm kind of upset. I only made $25 every 10 minutes. They would look at you and be like, wait, what? You made $75 in 30 minutes and I make $15 for 1 hour? Again, it's all about perspective. We all got to start somewhere. We all got to find our groove. And, as cool as it is when you see people making thousands upon thousands of dollars, I mean, that's fantastic for them. And I'll give them credit that those are actually real gains. But under that assumption, fantastic for them, good for them. But don't let that distort your view of reality and your view of perspective. And, that's always a good way for me to ensure that I'm not out there forcing trades, doing stupid things just because, I didn't make enough money. I want more. That's just being ungrateful. That's being greedy. And from experience, that can lead to a lot of pain. But yeah, I mean, if I can make $300 in 30 minutes, when things, like I said, on smaller share size, I'm definitely more than happy with that. And the reason why I also do the 30 minutes is at this point in my life, I'm not looking to make a bunch of money. I'm doing this for the freedom of time. I have 5 young kids, so I want to spend time with them. I want to spend time working on my real estate business. I want to spend time working on my teaching business at claytrader.com. I just want to have complete freedom of choice with my time. And for me, that's why I don't feel like staying chained to my computer, for all 8 hours or 6 hours or however long, the market's open. For you crypto people, 24 hours a day. Now, if that's what you like to do, cool. If you want the private jet, cool. If you want the Rolex watch, cool. Go get it. But like I said, for me at this stage in my life, I'm doing all this for the freedom of time. Now, I should also note that if you do want to join that private community that you saw me show a couple different examples of, just go to claytrader.com/team. And right there for the cheapest choice right there, $99 for 3 months. So that's not $99 per month. I want to repeat that, $99, which gives you a total of 3 months access, which breaks down to $8.25 per week. So as I always say, I'm very confident that over a time span of one entire week, you're going to get at least $8.25 of value. I'm quite confident in that, so you can go there and learn more about it. And then also, as far as these live trade videos are concerned, if you enjoy these, then please let me know, because they're not easy to make. They are very difficult, actually, because they are genuinely live. I have to talk to you. I have to think about what I'm going to say to you. I have to think about my trade plans. I have to execute my trade plans. I have to find things to trade, which is where the chat room actually helped out today, finding something for me to trade. But there's a lot of stuff going on. But I can make them, I will make them, but it is also why I don't make them every day, because they are challenging. But if you want me to keep making them, if you enjoy them, then do 2 things for me. Hit that like button, leave a simple comment, even if it's just saying hi. Tell me what you traded today. Tell me what you're watching tomorrow. But hitting the like button, leaving a simple comment, communicate to me that you enjoy these live trade videos, and as long as I know people are enjoying, then I will continue to make them. So definitely get signed up for the community if you're looking for a quality group of traders to surround yourself with. And then also, if you are interested in learning more about how I trade using the tools that I'm using, technical analysis, then I do offer a free class I'm going to talk about as soon as this video ends. So if you do want to learn more about the tool of technical analysis and how it can be used to build consistency, then I'm going to tell you more about this free class right now. So definitely get signed up for it. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use.
But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.